Hello. Today we are looking at how do I know that I have a relationship with God? Do I have a relationship with God or not? Now, sometimes uh, it's a mystery in dealing with God and handling things that have to do with you and God. And it's a mystery because God is spirit and you don't see him. We don't see him with our eyes. So how do we affirm that there's something going on between you and God? All right. Now this is how you know it. It's all about your conscience. Your conscience, you're going to have to build that conscience. So you start first by believing. So the way you know you have a relationship with God is going to start with the belief. And once you believe it, the next phase is that you're going to develop a conscience. Now, how do you build your belief and build your conscience? This is where the word of God comes into play. You have to be studying the word of God. You have to be reading the Bible. You have to make the Bible your friend. And as you spend more time on the word of God and you develop in the studies and the reading of the word of God, eventually your understanding will begin to transform. Your mind will now begin to transform. Then your conscience now begins to pick up that reality. This is where your faith is now being built up. So it's not about seeing God with you for you to know that you have a relationship with God. But it's something that has to do with the mind, it has to do with your conscience. And conscience is developed by the word of God. And then also you practice other things as prayers, other things as fastings, and they all help you to develop that awareness. The strength of that awareness is what tells you that there's a relationship or there's not. When you start as a fresh child of God, it's sometimes quite uncertain. But as you practice this, the word, prayers, and fastings, eventually that consciousness becomes stronger. And that consciousness is what informs you that there's a relationship between you and God. Stay blessed.